A very good afternoon, viewers, once again. Good afternoon, Leban Mashidisa. Good afternoon, Charles Nkowe. All of whom are watching from Johannesburg. Welcome to match number 4 of today's live stream once again. A 32-man 3-day WF competition that is happening here at QC Restaurant and Bar in Western Uganda, the region's capital that is called Mbarara. Now, this is Ibrahim Kayanja, maybe one of the tournament favorites, attempting to win frame number 3 out of 4 for himself to try and qualify one of his lives to the round of last 16 and have his 2 lives all intact. He leads against Mukiibi, now officially by 3 frames to 1. Now, in the meantime, most especially if you have been following these streams, you may be aware that about 7 weeks ago, this guy that is about to break frame number 5, surprisingly, came 4th out of more than 200 players, the best that there is on the African continent tournament that was organized at Timbuktu in Eldoret, in Western Kenya, where he lost out to eventual champion Eshka Chimbwanda in that semi-final by 7 frames to 5. He does have the ability. He has also demonstrated before that he does have the temperament, even though he starts as an underdog for this one. In his country, he's yet to gain the amount of respect that the likes of his opponents that Ibra Kayanja does have. But yes, no doubt about the set of skills that he possesses in his hands. A shot he has just missed that could probably have given him a chance to clear frame number 5, try and come within 1 of his opponent, as by the way, another of the tournament favorites, Ian Hazard, does make his arrival at the venue. So the big boys are starting to occupy the house. Kalib Mahiri in the house, Computer is in the house. He has defeated Apollo by 7 frames to 0 in the match that was streamed on Break and Fish Live Facebook. And then I'm told that Ibrahim Sejumba is just around the corner. Glorious is at the venue. Mansour is on the way. I don't know if Joseph Kasozi is anywhere near the venue, but he is on the chart. 32 players, double life. Today, the aim is to have each of these players play at least 1 match, and then those who will have won their matches today will be playing another match later today. Then that will be the same as well for the second live tomorrow on the second chart. Then on day number 3, which is Sunday, we shall have the 8 on the first in the first life, take on the 8 in the second life until we have a champion. Comp is ending this Sunday. And also, just as a reminder, we have 2 ladies participating. That's Michelle and Vicky. In a race to 7, they will be head started with +2 in all of their matches until the race is increased. Then their head start here shall be increased with +3 if they go that far. Vicky is not happy with the draw. She's at the venue. In one of her lives, she'll be taking on Computer. In the other life, she'll be taking on Ibra. And then Michelle, I'm forgetting who she's facing in either of the lives. The lady who sometimes helps me with commentary. Mark going for a second. He clearly will. The kind of black. I like to say that if he trains well, Francis Mukiko can also put it as Mark wins a second and comes within 1 of the real machine. Once again, Ibrahim Kayanja 3 and Mark Mukiibi 2. By the way, there is another match ongoing between Lawrence and a guy called Felix Chino Mujuni. Has been around for a very long time, maybe 15 years or so, playing in the league of Uganda. This is the 3rd match that is happening at the same time as the match on the second table. A testament of how those guys are really playing slow, and it's only 4-5. That match started during the time when Kenneth Odong was taking on Ivan Kanyesije. That one ended. Then there was Computer versus Apollo. Then it ended. Now we have Ibra versus Mark. It is also ongoing, and 3 frames to 2. And yet, yes, the second match is only 4 frames to 5. Both matches race to 7, and it is not a time tournament, at least so far. But if players could play at the speed of the other table, maybe it shall be changed to a total time competition. No better way to finish a frame than that. After 6 frames, the real machine leads against the guy that is nicknamed Wu-Tang, Mark Mukiibi, by 4 frames to 2. Just as a reminder, just because there is some light reflection as I am facing my camera towards the source of light, you will watch a picture as good as you can if you have maximum lighting on your gadget, most especially if you are watching on a mobile phone. Please have maximum lighting, at least for the matches that are happening during the day. And then in the evening, you can use less light because the sun will have gone. 4 frames to 2. Other matches coming up. Ramadan Sola versus the guy that is called Brazilian. Joram versus Dog City. Dog City is yet to show up here. He normally is the earliest player to arrive. He hasn't. I am starting to suspect he may not make it at the venue. Hello. No, go turn on the depot. Okay, I've been informed that Dog City will not be making this tournament. Maybe Joram will be getting a second round victory by way of walkover. We have just witnessed 2 frames finished so well from either of the players, that is Ibra and Mark. I like it when a match starts to be played at a level this good. And by the way, on the second stream, it is 4 frames to 5 still. Lawrence leading against Felix, a match that has been going on for more than maybe 100 minutes or so. Of the top players, the other whom I don't know will be making this competition is Joseph Kasozi. By the way, this venue, most of those players I'm telling you about do reside in the city. The venue is about 230 kilometers west of Kampala. So sometimes it becomes a little bit tricky for those guys to make it here, then play, then travel back. It consumes a lot of time and also money. Now, the real machine being the real machine that he normally is, I know he will want to go for this frame. If he can put one of those reds by connection, he has to ensure that the other red doesn't get packed behind one of the yellows after the shot. The contemplation, the imagination, the execution was quite impressive from Ibrahim Kayanja. 3 reds to go, all positioned near respective corner pockets, top and bottom of the screen. What he needs now is good manipulation of the white ball, and that is not his problem anyway. This one should be a big shot. He's deciding first to play a red that is packed near the cushion. If he can pot, then draw the white ball backwards off the cushion. It moves backwards in right direction. That one was a little bit unfortunate. White ball first almost got sunk. When it avoided the center pocket, it hit the jaw and then moved right behind the black, and Ibrahim Kayanja is in trouble. Now, more likely than not, this one could be an equalizing frame for Mukiibi, and yet just 10 seconds ago it looked like Ibrahim Kayanja was ending the frame, but he still may if he can curve white ball around the black in a massive shot direction. No, it is a foul. And Mark will simply want to play Ibra's red dead and then go for the frame and go for it with all the confidence, knowing that even if I don't finish the frame, my opponent will not as well. Now here is Mark going for equalizer. The guy that surprised the world first by defeating Nzamo in Eldoret, one of the better players from South Africa. I did not see that coming, as if that was not enough. At the time then, he was defeating Nzamo by 7 frames to 3 quite convincingly. Royd, the Zambian, had just beaten the South African Aiden Joseph, and then Royd later beat Jerry, and then Mark beat Royd, as though he had knocked out both Aiden and Jerry, and also Royd in that same competition. That is how he got to the semi-finals. He led by 5 frames to 2 against Eshka, until, like they normally say, he froze and couldn't win anymore. Since then, he has a lot more belief in himself than he used to, and you can see he does have the skill to go with that belief as well. That's how a big tournament performance can take these players places. Here he is going for an equalizer in frame number 8. 2 yellows to the corner pocket bottom right of the screen, then black to the corresponding corner pocket bottom left, and the frame will be gone. Mark 4, Ibra 4. It is now rest to 3.
is described the information. So the next question is, what if the information is not provided? What next? And that is the right step that has to be deliberating on. There's the valid club to ask the question, is there any information you have requested that's not provided? I think if we following this discussion, then we can confirm that we've received the information, and as you can see, the club is still standing here, and there's nothing. What is happening? We have requested information, and every time we receive one of these information is not provided. So we have confirmed the information that we should not provide. Yes, I think those are some of the questions that I managed to capture and just to continue my presentation.
Anti nimepata kuita kuja yango kunitwa
bane mwakazanyire essaawa 2 n'ekitundu wano bakazanya maaki 3 mwatandise kuliko Odongo ne Kasiru yokuddako Olubuulula ne Apollo kati bano kuli 4 mmwe muli 5-6.
Kindly inform me just in case you're having an issue with the network. There's a little bit of buff on my side. It could be my side. In case it's on your side as well, please inform me.
Take one. Oh, it's a game, I'm on none. That's on.
Okay, I think what was the network issue was on my side. The gadget that I use for viewing. Thank God it's okay with the gadget that I use for streaming. 5 frames so far. If the real machine can finish this frame, then he will be within 1 frame of the victory. But seems to be running towards a rock, unless he can do something here. What, and then use white ball to open up another red. He got the shot almost perfect, rolling that white ball is resting so close to Max Yellow and also so close to the jaw of the corner pocket top right of your screen. There seems to be communication. I think Ibra is telling Mark that he is snookered and wants permission to play white ball off the question. Mark seems to agree. He's coming white ball a little round the jaw and then finds the red, but he will not be happy with himself. because his chance to clear the frame in that former visit of the table has been blown away. Another chance for Mark to equalize in the match again. Like you may now be in the know, he's one of those players that are testament of the strength and depth of Ugandan pool. There are so many players that can take down the big boys. Not big names they are, but in terms of ability, big enough. And one of them is this guy, Mark Mukiibi. Lawrence has defeated Felix by 7 frames to 5 in the match that took the highest amount of time of all that have been played in this competition so far. I have no idea Yuda Sembo Sidemba will be making this comp because it is now 3 p.m. and he has not yet shown up himself, as well as Joseph Kasozi. The position of the white ball in the end was a bit unfortunate for Mark, but he does have a chance to recover. He still has sight of the yellow almost in full. What he simply needs to be doing is to manipulate how to be cautious but accurate. Simply put, with very little power, white ball bounces off the cushion and moves towards the bottom end of the table where there is the black. He has missed the target and has missed it entirely. Advantage Ibra Kayanja, who will clearly not be potting and will clearly be playing snooker. One of those situations where you think when you are the one playing the yellow, whether or not you find the angle, you still heavily poised to lose the frame and now maybe lose the match. This free shot Ibrahim Kayanja is playing now could be the turning point of this match. That has been one of the most closely contested ones in the competition, at least so far. He'll want white ball to be drawn backwards but off the cushion with left spin on it. He hasn't even used the cushion because he knows he has the skill in his hands to move the white ball into perfect positions even without the use of the cushion. The rest is a formality. Ibrahim Kayanja 6 and Mark Mukiibi 4. Rest to 7 with Ibra needing 1, Mark needing all 3, or else be left with 1 life in this tournament. Thank you for watching. Lexton Selizi, you say Kayanja is your boss. Okay. Chimera Julius, you're asking where Hazard is. He is at the venue and you'll be watching him anytime today. Olak Samuel, you're watching from Chireka. You say both audio and video are perfect. That is nice to hear. Nahaba Arthur, thank you for watching. This is Samuel Kasule Katatumba Henry. You're asking if Sejemba Ibra is in the tournament. The answer is yes, he is. Sebugwa Sharif, thank you for watching. Just as is Eric Performerlands watching from Kenya. You're asking about matches coming up. If I can try and predict which match could be coming live on the stream, most likely Naboth. He's called Rubber. He's one of the finest players from this place, and we'll be taking on Hazard. That one should be the match coming live next on the stream, whether Facebook, whether YouTube. It is the one coming live next, and when the tournament grows older, maybe starting tomorrow, I will be streaming both on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. It could happen anyway, even today, because the idea is have the first and the second rounds be played to completion on the first chat. Then the same exact thing gets done on the second chat and the second live tomorrow, and then on Sunday, quarterfinals on either sides of the chat, all the way up to the final. Mark 4, Ibra 6, race to 7. Comic Addict, you are asking for the time in Zambian time when Caesar is playing. Okay, I have just seen a notification that he'll be playing at 16:45. In that is UK time. which is just around exactly 3 hours away in Zambian time. Actually 3.5 hours away. And I think the match will be streamed on the Ultimate Pool website. I think it's World Pool Association website, but you follow the prompts and you pay to watch. Personally, I will not be watching because I'll be concentrating on this one, on this competition, but I'm hoping to be getting updates and then be feeding them to you as this tournament goes on, I think in the comment section. Okay, Caesar will be playing against a guy from Britain called Nicky Griffith, and yes, it will be on Ultimate Pool TV. So you probably typed Caesar versus Griffiths on Google, Ultimate Pool TV, and then you follow the prompts, but I'm made to learn that you will be paying to watch. And I was told that it is $6 for the month. You pay $6, then any action that comes up during the month, you just enjoy. That's what I gather. In this one, this guy that is playing now, Mark, must win 3 frames in a row or else wait to play his second life tomorrow. The venue is starting to get full, not yet even half full. These people in this area, they love their pool. Last comp that I streamed, I think this year has been the best attended competition. And from a neutral perspective, you will wish that Mark makes a clearance here. Not only for him to come within 1 frame of his opponent, but to still have this match alive. I'm not certain he will be happy with himself. He has a big shot to play here. The red he's looking at has to be potted and must pot it to the corner pocket bottom left. White ball bouncing off 2 or 3 cushions and then moving back towards the top end of the table where the second red is, potable to the center pocket on the right. There has to be big spin on the white ball, bounce it off the cushion on the right, then move it the cushion to the bottom, then cushion on the left, like that. Unfortunately, he's off target, but the skill was really spot on. And maybe that could have been his last shot of this competition if Ibra can get his attacking rhythm right. Dennis Okumu, thank you for advising that the match between Caesar and Griffith will be free on Ultimate Pool TV. All right. Only that in the ad I've just seen, they are saying that buy your tickets. So in my interpretation, it was as though they are telling us to pay. If it is free, even better. There comes Ibrahim Kayanja now with 3 yellows and a black all in space, and Mark Mukiibi having walked past the camera across. Maybe he's in a position where he will want to wrap up his queue. Maybe he knows that his tournament, at least in 1 life, is coming to an end. 2 yellows to go. I want to think that he may want to put both of them to the corner, to the center pocket on the right. Play the one which is closest to the pocket, draw the white ball backwards, but in left direction, where it will be in a position where both are portable and portable easily. Yes, it has to be backspin, big backspin, not backspin. He's used the precision, and in the end, he has decided that easy does it and does it better and safer. He's up against the black to take Mark Mukiibi down, to leave on to wait for an opponent in the second round, most importantly to win this match and remain with the 2 lives intact. There goes the shot on target, victory on for Ibrahim Kayanja, and the well contested match has ended in favor of the real machine, with the final score at Ibrahim Kayanja 7 and Mark Mukiibi. For coming up next will be Hazard versus Rubber.